Okay, so now on to creating a histogram. So when you're creating a histogram, you have to go ahead and you have to create what we call bins. Now bins, you can imagine, are different ranges. So I'm going to kind of go ahead and put in some ranges for you so that you can go ahead and you can kind of see what I'm talking about. So for my range, I am going to go ahead and I'm going to say that there are pellets that have 0 to 1. I'm going to go with birds. Right? There are some pellets that might have 2 to 4 birds, let's say. Oh my goodness. And that's what happens when you plug in stuff on Excel. They think, oh no, it's a date, which can happen. So 2 to, I'm going to add a space. 2 to 4 birds. And I'm going to, if that happens to you, you got to go ahead and you got to go to data. And it will tell you, like, do you want this to be a date, and then you have to change it. So what's going to happen is that sometimes instead of making sure that it doesn't change it to a date, you're going to have to tell the computer that you are just putting in some dashes and that it does not mean a date. Instead, it means that it is text, so you want it to go ahead and to treat it as text. So 3 to 4, or else it does stuff on there. And oh shoot, 2 to 4, so this should be, sorry, 5 to 7, let's just say. Okay, and then let's say we go ahead and we tally up, okay, there are 5 pellets that have 0 to 1 bird. There are 8 pellets that have 2 to 4 birds. And there's maybe 3 pellets that have 5 to 7 birds. Let's just say. Okay, now we are going to go ahead and we're going to create a histogram based off of this data. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to click Insert. And we are going to go ahead and we are going to do a histogram on here. And we'll see how well it goes ahead and it comes out. Okay, reapproach. We're going to go ahead and we're going to highlight all of this. We're going to go Insert, and we are going to go ahead and we're going to go back to our trusty old columns. Oh no. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to see how well that thing does. It just worked a second ago. Insert, recommended charts, column chart. Okay, and so you will see that we have these different bins. We're going to go ahead and you guys will obviously have more bins, so it'll be a little bit closer together and you can change the gap spaces and all of that. So what you're going to do is we're going to click on this and we are going to go ahead and we're going to look at our chart. There's our chart stuff. Okay, and we're going to format this deal. So when you guys are going ahead and formatting, you guys will again go ahead and work on your axis titles. So your bottom axis is going to go ahead and that is going to say number of birds. So that is what I'm going to write here. Of birds in pellets. Okay. Then over here, you are going to have a number of pellets. So primary vertical axis. I like to do rotated titles. Number of pellets. And then I am going to also go ahead and change the data for, the title, the chart title. I apologize, my computer is being a little slow. So instead of saying birds, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to say that this is going to go ahead and going to say number. You can, it's almost the same as the bottom, so your number of birds inside of that pellet, or histogram of birds inside of pellets. Any of that stuff will go ahead and will work. Generally, you wouldn't write histogram. You would kind of write, okay, birds in pellets. Let's just go ahead and write that. It might be a little redundant, but that is what you guys would have there. And obviously you guys would have more, and if you really wanted to mess with it, you can go ahead and you can kind of squish each of those parts of the graph together a little bit so that you can have a nice graph. But that would be more or less your histogram.